My dears, what a joy it is to talk about Shakespeare. His words have echoed through centuries, filling theatres with laughter. He captured the full range of human experience: love, jealousy, ambition, joy and sorrow. Shakespeare understood us all so deeply. Let's explore his incredible journey together. William Shakespeare. Just his name conjures so much. Born in Stratford-upon-Avon, he made his way to London, becoming an actor and playwright. Imagine the vibrant theatres of Elizabethan England. He wrote for everyone, and his genius still touches us today. Shakespeare shaped the English language itself. Everyday phrases like "all that glitters is not gold" and "break the ice" come from his plays. He gave us unforgettable characters: Hamlet, Juliet, Macbeth, Rosalind. They teach us about ourselves and humanity. His stories are woven into our culture. Why do we still turn to Shakespeare? Because he speaks to timeless truths. His themes cross borders and generations. He explored power, love, loss, and redemption. His plays are a mirror reflecting our own lives. Let's discover how his wonderful plays changed over time. When Shakespeare began writing, London's theatres were booming. He was young, eager, and learning his craft. His early plays show raw energy and experimentation. He tried Roman tragedy with Titus Andronicus, bloody and dramatic. His first comedies, like the Comedy of Errors, are full of mistaken identities and confusion. He also wrote history plays about English kings, like Henry VI. These early works are exuberant and poetic, sometimes elaborate. Shakespeare was finding his unique voice, influenced by other writers but quickly standing out. Even in these first plays, he created memorable characters and clever plots. Each play was a lesson, a stepping stone. Think of these as Shakespeare finding his feet, exploring the stage's possibilities. He learned what audiences loved and what moved them. The themes were bold: good versus evil, order versus chaos, love found and lost. These early tragedies, comedies, and histories are fascinating. They offer a glimpse of the writer he would become. They are the seeds of his later masterpieces. Shakespeare's journey was just beginning. His early plays laid the foundation for everything to come. Let's see how he built on this start. Shakespeare's history plays are thrilling dramas, not dry lessons. He wrote about real kings and queens, shaping their stories for the stage. He explored leadership, power, and responsibility. These plays helped shape England's view of its own past. Think of Richard II's poetic tragedy, Richard III's villainy, and Henry V's heroism. "Once more unto the breach, dear friends." These lines still stir us. The history plays delve into kingship, national identity, and the cost of ambition. Shakespeare didn't shy from the dark side of power, but also celebrated courage. These plays resonated with the patriotic spirit of Elizabethan England. They offered a sense of shared heritage and identity. But they also warned of the dangers of division. History, Shakespeare reminds us, is shaped by human choices, and those choices have lasting consequences. His history plays remain powerful reflections on leadership and nationhood. They still speak to us today. Shakespeare's comedies are pure delight, full of wit, romance, and cleverness. Mistaken identities and lovers overcoming obstacles are his trademarks. The plots are complicated, but always end with joy and celebration. Think of A Midsummer Night's Dream with its magical forest, or Much Ado About Nothing's witty Beatrice and Benedick. Twelfth Night's Viola, disguised and in love, is unforgettable. Strong heroines like Rosalind in As You Like It charm everyone. Clowns like Feste and Dogberry bring laughter and wisdom. These characters feel alive and relatable. The comedies revolve around love in all its forms: romantic, foolish, true. They explore illusion versus reality, appearance versus truth. Often characters escape to a freer, greener world where transformation happens. There they discover themselves and each other. Order is restored and harmony prevails. These plays celebrate the resilience of the human spirit. They leave us uplifted and full of cheer. Now we enter the realm of Shakespeare's great tragedies, powerful, profound, and unforgettable. Here he explores ambition, jealousy, revenge, and madness. These are stories of great figures brought low by flaws or fate. Hamlet seeks revenge and grapples with existence itself. Othello is destroyed by jealousy and manipulation. King Lear loses everything through pride and blindness. Macbeth, driven by ambition, becomes a haunted tyrant. The language in these plays is soaring and intense. Shakespeare lays bare the human soul in all its complexity. The suffering is immense, but so is the insight gained. These tragedies ask the biggest questions about life, death, good, evil, justice, and fate. They show the consequences of our actions and the fragility of happiness. The tragic heroes are flawed, complex, and deeply human. We see ourselves in their struggles and pain. That's why these plays endure. They speak to our deepest fears and hopes. Shakespeare's tragedies are a mirror to the human condition. They challenge us, move us, and stay with us. Their power is undiminished centuries later. They are the heart of his legacy. After the tragedies, Shakespeare wrote plays that defy easy labels, problem plays or dark comedies. These works mix serious moments with comic ones, leaving us with tricky moral questions. They explore uncomfortable truths about society and human nature. Measure for Measure deals with justice, mercy, and impossible choices. All's Well That Ends Well raises questions about love and consent. These plays often have a cynical or satirical edge, questioning societal norms. The tone can shift suddenly from funny to serious, making us uneasy. That's their power. They provoke thought and reflection. The world in these plays is morally ambiguous, not black and white. The problem isn't just in the plot, but in how we're meant to feel. Should we laugh or weep? Shakespeare offers no easy answers. He presents difficult situations and flawed characters, forcing us to examine our own values. These plays show Shakespeare's willingness to experiment. He pushed the boundaries of comedy and tragedy. They remain fascinating, challenging, and relevant. Shakespeare was never afraid to make us think. In his final phase, Shakespeare wrote the late romances, magical moving stories of loss and reconciliation. These plays feature long journeys, families separated and reunited, and a touch of the supernatural. The Winter's Tale begins with jealousy and loss, but ends with healing and wonder. Cymbeline weaves slander and war into a story of forgiveness. The Tempest, set on an enchanted island, is about forgiveness, not revenge. Prospero chooses mercy, gives up his magic, and returns to the world. It feels like Shakespeare's own farewell to the stage. These romances share themes of time's power to heal, the importance of forgiveness, and the wonder of renewal. There's a sense of looking back, acknowledging mistakes, and finding peace. The language is poetic, but often simpler and more serene. They leave us with hope and quiet joy. The late romances blend fantasy and reality, sorrow and joy. They show Shakespeare's wisdom at the end of his career. These plays are about second chances and the possibility of redemption. They remind us that even after hardship, healing is possible. Shakespeare's final works are a gift of hope. They close his career on a note of wonder. To understand Shakespeare, we must know his world. He lived during the reigns of Elizabeth I and James I, a time of change and excitement. London was vibrant and chaotic and growing fast. The theatre was the entertainment of the day, drawing crowds from all walks of life. Shakespeare's Globe was an open-air playhouse, alive with energy. There was no fancy lighting or scenery, just words, actors, and story. Audiences were lively, cheering and booing. Shakespeare wrote to entertain, but also to make people think and feel. The times influenced his plays. Monarchy, exploration, social issues all appear in his stories. He observed the world around him and transformed it into timeless art. His own life was deeply tied to the theatre, actor, shareholder, writer. He understood the practicalities of staging a play. This knowledge shines through in his writing. He knew what worked on stage and how to create drama. His connection to the theatre community was vital to his success. Shakespeare's world shaped his genius. We've journeyed through Shakespeare's incredible career, from early experiments to profound tragedies, sparkling comedies, and magical romances. His understanding of human nature deepened over time. His poetry became richer, his characters more complex. Centuries later, his plays are performed worldwide in countless languages and styles. Students study his words, filmmakers adapt his stories, and his phrases fill our everyday speech. He gave us a language for our deepest emotions. What's the secret to his enduring appeal? He wrote about what truly matters: love loss, ambition, joy, sorrow, forgiveness. These are experiences that connect us all. His characters are fundamentally relatable. We see ourselves in them. He holds up a mirror to humanity and we are captivated. Shakespeare is not just for scholars or actors, he is for everyone. His words will continue to resonate, entertain and enlighten. For as long as we seek to understand ourselves and each other, his legacy will endure. Pick up a play, see a performance and let the magic sweep you away. Shakespeare is a gift to us all. His words live on, timeless and true.
Hey there, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to stay updated with all my latest content, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update.